Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite and this is my first Dendrobium orchid. It is Dendrobium Lucky Bird Holiday Orchid. As I told you, this is my first Dendrobium Nobile orchid. I purchased this in July 2019 from an eBay. It's an eBay purchase. The seller said that this is a two plant combination. Yes, we have two plants there. It's not a single plant. And I'm a newbie when I purchased this orchid, and I thought like, well, I would get two plants and my dendrobium would look bushy, and I went ahead and did the purchase. And you know what? These are the new growths. Whatever you see here, these three canes are the new growths that it put out after coming to me, and it has these deciduous canes. Uh, these canes used to have few leaves. This cane has leaves, and these two canes has leaves, and these two canes are very younger growths, or maybe I don't remember properly, but uh, these three canes that you see here that are in foliage are the new growths that it put after it reached me. Well, this is my first Dendrobium nobile orchid, and I was really excited after receiving it, and I immediately repotted it, put it in a clay pot just to make sure it don't fall off, because these are top heavy plants. They may grow big, and a plastic pot, inside plastic pots, they may fall even with slightest of the breeze uh, encountered. Now it went into kind of a semi winter rest. You see here, if you come closer, there are two plants. This is one plant and this is the second one, and this plant went into winter rest. Which one? Sorry, it's not the one. This plant went into winter rest. Yes, this plant went into winter rest. Even that plant went into winter rest. Both of them, I think, went into winter rest. But to my surprise, when I saw this cane producing some bulbs, it started producing a new growth as well, which is a cane. I'm a bit confused because, I mean, as I told you, I'm a newbie to all this orchid world, and I was told like dendrobiums, nobile orchids, generally they need a bit of a winter rest to bloom, and we shouldn't water much, and they would drop the leaves. They would drop the leaves and go into a sleep state, a temporary sleep state, and they need a few chilling hours for them. And once the spring is back, they would bloom in spring. That's what I heard, and that's what I read online. But during the winter rest, I noticed there is a new growth, and you can see there is another new growth here on this plant. Just how you can just compare. This plant is starting to this plant is getting this leaf drop into the leaf drop mode. This cane is it's a mature cane now, and its leaves are starting to drop, and it's putting out a new growth. See, I don't know how to deal with this kind of thing. And at the same time, an old mature cane is putting out I hope these are flower buds. I see there are three such flower buds on this cane, on this very cane. There is one here, and there are two other in different stages of growth. Well, that's the story. I water this very much. I put it in my south facing balcony, and it used to receive full sun, and I used to water it regularly. I have it in leca stone and sphagnum moss, a combination of leca stone and sphagnum moss into this pot. And finally, there are two clusters of flowers. You can see uh, the close up of this flower. I will just try to move this leaf aside. Yes, you can see the close up of this flower. And by the way, this is a fragrant orchid. I am a collector of fragrant orchids. Generally, most 90 to 95% of my orchids are fragrant orchids. unless otherwise if I truly love them, like the blue vanda, which is not a fragrant. I have a blue vanda, by the way. This is a fragrant orchid. It is more a flowery fragrance. It comes in that it's a pleasant fragrance. It doesn't fill up your whole room or balcony, or it's not a pungent, or it's not a strong fragrance. It's a pleasant flowery fragrance, which reminds me of some of my flowers I used to grow in my childhood. I don't know the exact scientific name of those flowers, but this is a pleasant flowery fragrance. And there are only two clusters of flowers, so there are only four flowers for me. Each cluster has a couple of flowers, two flowers here and two flowers on this side. Let me try to show this as well to you. You can see here there are four flowers to this cane. As I told you, I feel this plant did not receive enough winter rest, and because of the two plant combination, maybe both the plants are not in sync. That is one issue. But I would try to play with this around. I don't want to disturb this plant, because I don't want to remove separate these two plants, because I tried it, that may disturb at least one of them. Disturb the roots of at least one of the plant. And you can see there are a lot of new roots coming out. There are a couple of roots here, and there is one big root coming for that one, for that suitable, that cane, the fresh cane. I would try to continue with the same pot, and maybe I may just repot it once every 2 years. I would top up the sphagnum moss, remove the old sphagnum moss, and give the new sphagnum moss, and add the same leca. That's what I would do with this in the next few years. Maybe I would just check after the flowering is done. I would just remove the plant and check if there are any dead roots, or them cut them off, and do the some yearly maintenance for this plant. I wish, like maybe within 3 or 4 years, both the plants should be coming into sync. That's what I feel, because if they don't come into sync, and if they outgrow the pot, anyways, we have to remove them at that point of time. But it's a good learning curve for me. This is a really good orchid. This is a husky plant orchid. It grows very well. If you want a plant which grows faster and which blooms much better than what you see here, it, this video doesn't give full credit for this orchid, because generally you would see blooms for all throughout those deciduous canes. But maybe it's a learning for me. Maybe next year I will try to put it in full winter rest in the winter season, and maybe I would leave and see what happens. It's all learning, as you say, and we learn a lot of things in our day-to-day life with our kids. Once again, take a close look. Such a beautiful flower. It has such a beautiful flower. I love this color, the contrasting white and what would you call, is it purple or is it lavender, whatever it is. And there is a slight yellowish border to this, and you have a dark maroon. Is it dark maroon, or is it dark purple, or is it black? It looks like black, but it's not black. To the natural eye, I would look it as a dark purple, very dark purple and maroonish eye, or whatever you call it. Such a wonderful orchid, and I would definitely add more videos. I make another video if these are either buds or these are keikis. I don't know. It could be a keiki or it could be a bud. I would definitely keep you posted. Until then, thank you guys. If you find anything with the name Dendrobium Lucky Bird Holiday Orchid, go for it. Give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down if you like it, or if you doesn't like it. It doesn't matter. Enjoy your orchid growing, and enjoy your gardening experience. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.